What's going on YouTube? Yojo Reviews here from my first review on this channel. Today we're actually going to be doing something that I won't do very often, but I just figured I would do it since it's my first video. We're reviewing a G.I. Joe Club exclusive, which is the October Guard Armor Specialist, Big Bear. Big Bear he's kind of cool looking. I mean, overall the figure itself is really heavy and great quality, but the card to me, like the card back, I was disappointed with. I'll get into it in just a few minutes. But I got this on Amazon for $45, I believe, total after like shipping and stuff. Pretty good deal for me at least, because I'm not a member of the club, right? Like yet. So yeah, I guess we'll just get into this guy. It's gonna be my first review, so we'll see how things goes, and if they go well. Oh Jesus, Lordy, already knocking over the camera. If they go well, I will do more reviews. Okay, so. There, maybe that won't happen again. That was embarrassing. The figure comes with 3 accessories, or I guess 5 if you count the missile. But the first one is the thing that he's pictured holding is this weird, like, AK-47 with no magazine is what it looks like. Here, I'll move that so maybe this can focus better. Yeah, these are really old molds, I can tell, because there's like figures from the 90s and probably the mid 80s that have this weapon, so it's definitely not a new sculpt, but it's fine because it is the Joe Club. So just move his arms to the side. Next he does come with this rifle. It looks like an AK, but I don't know like what exactly it's supposed to be. is it supposed to just be an AK with a gigantic scope on it, or what? But this is also a really old mold from what I understand from other people who reviewed this figure. Really nice detailing, like the stock even has texture on it. It's a pretty nice gun. I would display him holding it, but it pops out of his hand sometimes. Like all of his guns, he can't really hold very well. They just kind of pop out. So yeah. Next is this gigantic rocket launcher. It actually is to scale. Unlike most Joe rocket launchers, this thing is actually the size it should be. I like it. I just wish it had a better handle system because he still, again, can't really hold it without it falling out of his hands, or just he can't really hold it. I guess because he's supposed to hold it right here, and the bars are really thin. I should realize I was off camera. Anyway, yeah, but it does also have this green missile or rocket that you just stick in there and just poof. Yeah, the very gimmicky toy that I guess, all rocket launchers have to come with that. I'm not exactly sure what real world weapon this is supposed to be. If I find out, I will put it, in the description or something. So next, he does have a base stand, which is green compared to the other base stands that we get with Joe figures. I personally like the green a lot. You get it. It just says G.I. Joe and Big Bear. I really think the green base stand makes everything stand out. So yeah. So here's the figure himself. My first impression when I got him out was that he was a very bulky and very heavy figure. I mean, compared to like any of the other figures that have came out here in the past 2 years, this is like solid. I mean, literally, this plastic right here is amazing. um, there is points on him I don't like. I guess because how his arms are out like that, and he can't really hold his weapons like a normal person would, unless he shoots with one hand. Holds his gun with one hand. And if you want to get him to hold it like that, to like display on your shelf, you have to really work for him to be able to hold it in his hands normally. This guy has a lot of details. I did not expect this from like this figure, honestly. I was really expecting a lot lower quality from the club, but no, they went all out on him. Yeah, I'm sorry, my camera is kind of low, so I can't stand him up and let you see him. Yeah, really nice head sculpting. Like, I really love this hat, like the Soviet hat, whatever it is. Not exactly sure what they're called. Anyway, he has a really nice vest that will not come off because I believe this piece is this hood part is molded on, so you can't really take his vest off if you wanted to. So he has some nice like silver grenades, which if you play with this, it'll probably rub off because knowing Hasbro's like silver paint, it's not very good. Looks like he has some ropes, some ammo pouches. Looks like a canteen of some sort. I really like the brown and the green and how they put in like these really tiny details right here, like the rope that's a different color than the vest, and then the silver grenades, which I've never seen a silver grenade, but you know, it's a toy. So, I just now noticed, is that like a radio? I don't know. But then there's like flares or something. So yeah, he does have basic like Joe articulation, excluding his hands. So like his head can spin all the way around. Actually, it's just kind of hard sometimes. Turn side to side, up and down slightly, more than you would think because there's like a groove that goes down, so his chin can fit inside this hood. His arms go all the way around. They go out, of course. Oh my gosh, that though. Of course, his elbows bend back a little bit forward. It does have arm pads, so it restricts it from going all the way back like some Joe figures do. His hands, I'm not really a big fan of this part, like the tricep and like the forearm and stuff, and the hands mold because it's very bulky and it fits the character, but like it really hinders him holding his weapons, and his arms are like constantly just bent down like that, and they look weird, and you can't bend them up because this would hinder it, and it has no joint to bend it. So yeah, this hand's a little bit better, which makes more sense because he's gonna be like, I guess, holding it not in a shooting position. He could just be casually holding his rifle. So yeah, his hands just do spin around though, so they do spin 360 like every Joe figure, mostly. His legs go up a little bit. They are hindered by the vest. Same thing with them going back. They're hindered by the vest. He does have single joint knees, not the double joint like you see with most modern day figures. His feet spin around and they do bend slightly. I'm kind of afraid to do it because I feel like they're going to break off. But yeah, I'll just give you another like quick look at him. Very heavy. Now let's move on to the card. I'm going to attempt this. It's I'm gonna focus. Okay. The card, I can't really fit it in the camera. It does have J.O. Joe exclusive up there. It tells you his name, his specialty and stuff. The artwork is really nice. I don't know who does the artwork or if it's original artwork because I never really did get into the October Guard stuff when it originally came out. One thing I did notice on most 25th figures, this yellow piece goes all the way around if it's like a roadblock. You know, it has these huge bubbles, but this one just goes halfway, and it has the bubble that goes over the artwork, which I'm fine with. I originally wasn't going to open it, but when I got it, I realized how flimsy the card was compared to every other card in existence. The only other ones that I can really compare this to are the Retaliation cards, which it's been a while since I opened some, but I remember them not being very high quality and they were very flimsy. Like, this is the same thickness as like 6 papers of copy paper, like sheet. So yeah, it says Joe exclusive 2 out of 12. It has the club, licensed by Hasbro. Then here's this file card. I think I'm not going to read this part. I'm not sure yet. I'll just see how I feel when I get down there. Of course, it has the tiny part of the big artwork up here again. And it says October. That's what it looks like. Yes, their logo, instead of having a Joe Cobra, it has that. Its file name is, I'm about to butcher this, Rostov Grigory Ivanovich. I don't know. I really don't know. I probably destroyed that name. I'm sorry, Big Bear, but you know. His specialty is anti-armor anti-armor weapons, which counts for this. So yeah. Secondary specialty infantry. His birthplace is Archangel, Russia, I believe. And his grade, he's a sergeant. It literally just says that, then it probably has it in Russian right there. Okay, I will attempt to read this. If I totally destroy it, I'll probably just cut it out of the video, but okay. This is Big Bear grew up in a place where conditions are cold, wet, and nasty every day. He can be meaner than a Siberian wolf with its leg caught in a steel trap, and wilder than a what is that word? I don't know. Murmansk fur merchant. After several years of service, he was transferred to the elite 103rd Guards Airborne Division onto the October Guard team. As a heavy weapons specialist, he carries a shoulder-launched rocket weapon with high explosive anti-armor HEAA rockets. He has a particular way of handling any situation, especially during combat operations. It looks as if he actually savors the moment before destroying fortified bunkers, tanks, and other mechanized weapons. And there's a quote. I'm not really gonna read. Well, right, this thing right here. I don't really feel like reading, but it says, his quote: You've got to have the guts to stand up and fight before you can see any glory." Which I guess is true, honestly. One thing I did just notice, it says adult collectible at the top. Let's hold it sideways for you. Adult collectible. So yeah, even though it says not for children under 3 years, I guess they mean just don't give this to your kids when you buy it. So yeah, guys, that was my review, my first review. Tell me what I need to fix in the comments, please. Like, just leave feedback. Dislike it if you want to, like it if you want to, maybe subscribe for more videos. But yeah, just tell me down below what you would like to see different, like what I should change and improve on my videos, which is probably literally everything. But so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video overall, and please rate, comment, subscribe, but mostly comment, and goodbye.